Hi everyone, Oscar from Uteguiden here, and today I want to talk a little bit about avalanche equipment and what you need to bring of avalanche equipment when you're out skiing in the backcountry, either if it's ski touring or free skiing in a ski resort. There's like 3 important things that you should bring with you. To start with, you have the shovel. Important when you choose a shovel is that you have one that's in metal. There are some cheaper ones in plastic. That's not recommended at all because the avalanche snow will get really hard and big chunks, and with that snow you won't be able to dig with a plastic shovel. So even if you have like a lifetime guarantee on the plastic, and then you're standing up there shoveling and then your shovel breaks, your friend is still under the snow, and you can go back to the shop the week afterwards for the lifetime guarantee to get a new one. So, metal blade. I have 2 different. This is a G3, the one we use for rentals in Uteguiden. And then I also have this one from Arva called Ski Trip. As you can see, this is a little bit smaller than the G3, fits easier in the backpack, but you can't shovel as much snow. So that's something you have to just decide if you want to have a little bit of a bigger shovel or a smaller one. Most of the shovels sold today are like this one, so you can adjust the length of them and put them together in 2 pieces, which make them easier to fit in your backpack. I often look after one specific thing on the shovel blade, and that is that they want to have a flat top of it. And this is just because if it's really hard snow, I can use my ski boot to kick on the shovel blade. If it's a rounded shovel blade, your ski boot will just fall off. So that's really recommended to have one that's have a flat blade. When choosing a probe, it should be 240. That's like the standard length. Aluminium over carbon in general. Get one that have like a metal wire in here instead of a rubber, or not a rubber cord, but a normal cord. Because this one, when you use the probe in the snow, it will get stuck in the snow, and if it's in cord, it will be some slack in the system, which means that it's easy that you just like pull it apart when you're using it. Most of the probes nowadays have like a quick release like this one, so you can easily just throw it out, and then I just pull it, and then it's ready to use. And the same when you want to put it together again, you just push this one. When it comes to beacons or transceivers, we get a lot of questions. Which beacon should I have? Should I have this one or that one? Which brand is the best? I would say that the best one is always the one that you have trained the most with. That's like the first point. So like none of the beacons out there will help you out if you haven't trained with them before you're getting out using them in the field. So remember, read the manual. That's actually quite a mantra for us and our guides in Uteguiden, how we should, with all these questions about like when should I switch the batteries, when should I do this, when should I read the fucking manual. That's what you should do. Read the manual, and then you will have the info there. If you're going to buy a new beacon nowadays, it should be a 3 antenna beacon. That's like the most important. The 3 antennas means that it will be much faster in the search compared to an old analog one that's only had like 1 antenna. The second thing I would recommend you to look after is that it have like a mark function. You see this like red dot here. So this means that if you have like multiple victims under the snow, when you reach the first one, dug them up, you can just mark them with a transceiver, and then the transceiver will exclude that signal and start searching for the next one. That's like really easy for the search itself. And I think that will be like the most two important things. All beacons out there are talking with each other, so it's not that if your friend have a Arva, you have to have Arva too, and you can't have a Mammoth or Autovox or whatever. But like all beacons are talking with each other. But that also means that if you don't have a beacon, you won't find your friend if he or she have a beacon. So everyone in the group have to have this equipment: shovel, probe, and the beacon. And as I said here earlier, a lot of questions about when to switch the batteries. All the producers have different recommendations. So I would highly recommend you to just check the manual and see what the producer says. I think Mammoth says 60 or 70% when you're supposed to swap the batteries. On this Arva Evo Fem, the manual says 50%. So read the manual, and hope to see you out skiing in the future. Stay tuned.